This is it.
Yay!
A new adventure.
Yes.
An old adventure.
Yes, but new. And hopefully we can remember how to do Myst, since it has been the entire summer that we have been away from Myst-like games.
Oh boy, can you see the symbol in here?
No, not at all. Is there a symbol in there?
I can if I focus on it.
Yeah, I can't see anything. Oh, is there kind of like a bird wings?
Yeah.
Wings?
Slowly turn the brightness of your monitor down until it just turns black. And I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
Oh, would you like subtitles on?
Yes, please.
See? This is why we check the options.
Yes. Woohoo!
So, Ubisoft wants you to know that it made this game.
Yeah, it really wants you to know. Just in case you didn't already know. From this giant logo.
It's the old logo. Just double checking that we're recording. Yeah, okay. Oh, I broke it.
I realized as our group linked back to Dunny that we should not restore the city as we had planned. The once magnificent buildings lay in ruin, testament to the hatred that had consumed them. Too many people had fallen victim to that hate, to the prejudice and greed from which it sprang. Gazing out across the cavern, I decided to write another age. One that would help the Dunny survivors begin again, free from the tragedies of their past. So with my wife, Catherine, supporting me, I put aside that past to write a future.
Look at this big budget production.
Since I finished writing Rishon. I have a new daughter, who I hope will someday link to that age with me. And as I imagine Yisha meeting the Dunny, those brave men and women who are building a new life for themselves, I realize I've been given another chance as well. A chance to learn from my mistakes and leave the past behind me once and for all.
You can't see it, but we're dancing.
Yeah.
I love the soundtrack. This soundtrack and the Chrono Trigger soundtrack.
No, this is one I've never played. Ever.
Ooh, whoa.
Ah.
We call it Tamana. We moved here after Atreus finished writing Relation. He wanted us to have a new home too. I'm so glad to see you. I told Atreus our paths would cross again. He was just going to grab something for your trip to Relation, so he shouldn't be terribly long.
Yeah, she hasn't.
Unless he decides to check over the whole house first, which means he could be hours resetting all his padlocks. But I know he was looking forward to introducing you to the Dunny, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Why don't you wait in his study?
Is that the same Catherine?
No.
They got a new Catherine who's never held a baby in her life. And a baby who's like, just stop petting me, please.
Yeah. The baby's like, why are my legs tied in a knot? I am too old for this.
And now, act. How long does this go on, do you think?
I don't know. Should we try it? See it? There's a bird, too.
Oh. It's like a little slingshot noise.
It is like a slingshot noise. So you've played this game? You played Exile?
I don't remember this, but yes, this was the one. I don't remember if I beat.
Turn it down a little bit. It's real loud.
Turn down the game?
Yeah.
Let me just check the levels. I mean, it seems to be okay.
Okay, it's loud to me in my head.
We can change the. Oh, How about that?
That's better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. She's still going. Oh, we can
Still
move.
playing with the baby.
You know, this trip is exactly what Atreus needs right now. I haven't been able to get him out of the house for months, ever since he found his journals out of place. But seeing how well the Dunny have settled in on Relation should help him to finally relax.
I'm sorry, the other door.
Of course.
Yeah, this is wild. I don't remember a Myst game. I definitely played this, but I don't remember one where you could look around like that. It broke.
Yes, one broken book.
Oh, a little detail view, okay? So... Alright. Why does she look so angry? Because she's tired.
No, she just had a baby. At least a month or so ago.
That's not a newborn.
I do love when like people haven't ever had children and tried to, yeah. And
Tamon.
thank you for responding so quickly to my request for Nara padlocks.
As you know, security in Samana has become an important issue of late. Perhaps I am overreacting, as Catherine suggests, but the idea that someone may have been sneaking into my study, reading all of my journals, disturbs me. After what happened to my library on Myst, after my own sons, Cirrus and Achenar, destroyed so many of my books, I've come to realize how delicate the link is to my worlds. I've never been able to repair those burned books, to link to each age and find out if the inhabitants survived. The padlocks won't change that situation, but they should ease my fear of trespassers considerably. That's where it came in.
Well, my friend, I see you found the Relishon book. Catherine tells me you've been here for some time. I'm sorry if I've kept you waiting. Since
Look
we'll
at
be
that
gone a few
robe.
days, I need to secure some of my things. And I also wanted to bring you this. It's a journal I kept while I was writing Relishon. I thought you might find it interesting to read about what I'd hoped to achieve, compared to what the age truly is. Well, just let me get my keys to unlock Relishon, and we'll be off. Oh, and I'm interested in hearing what you've been up to in recent months.
Uh-oh.
No! No! Relishon!
Is Atreus okay? I want to check on Atreus. Let's stop and read the journal. 93-5-25.
Do we really need to read the
No,
journal?
this is a joke. I guess this is where we're going. We're diving right in.
Yep.
We don't care about Atreus. We're going to solve his problems whether he wants us to or not.
Yeah. Well, there's a whole game about his problems, so.
Oh, I see. We're okay.
Chase him! Chase him! Go, go, go!
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Huh? Hey, buddy. Open up. We've been foiled by a simple lock. Maybe a padlock that was so cleverly foreshadowed. Okay. Alright. Well, let's solve this puzzle. By charging the door.
What? Like, why do you...
Sorry, I've been playing Wolfenstein, and I thought I could use the ramshackles to break the door. So here's a question. Since this one is 360, do you want to drive?
I don't know.
Do I need to go really slow?
I don't know.
This is... Oh. This is nothing.
Does it spin?
Do you spin? Hey, it spins. Oh. Well. I'm a little bit confused what the spinning does since you can... Oh, I see. It's a light beam puzzle. We're gonna have to...
Tilt it so that the dark side is...
Yeah, we're gonna have to be mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
Alright, now that's something.
Is that where you're trying to get the lights?
I don't know.
Silicons? Are there silicons?
Where are the silicons? Those glorious bastards.
What?
The silicons, they were always so mean.
I don't think they were mean.
Well, you're coating your memory with sugar.
I don't think so.
Like an Indiana Jones kind of ball, but
Yeah. I can't move it. Stop.
alright. Moving real slow. Real slow for my honey bunches of oats. Hey, look at this. Hey!
Oh! You want it to be...
I found a secret.
Yeah, you want it to be up there so you can get in it.
That's not it.
There you go.
Nope, that's not it either. What?
That's where it was.
No, I need to get it. Oh, I see. Okay. Haha.
Now you can...
Can I climb down now? I'm not sure if I can climb down
I
or
don't
not.
think you can. There you go.
Man, I'm so good at this game.
So easy at it.
So easy at it. Staring into the sun. And we stare at the sun.
That doesn't look helpful.
Oh dear. Where's the floor?
Gone.
Gone are the days of floor. Well, I guess there's nothing to do in here.
Yeah, that was not super helpful.
Oh, I know what to do in here.
What?
Oh, what a silly game this is. What a silly, silly game.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Nope.
Nope.
Come on. Take that, ball.
Take that. You're so smart.
Thanks, babe.
You did it.
Really, I've just been saving up all this puzzling energy.
Yeah.
Look at us. We're standing on the ball. On the corpse of the monsters that we've slain. Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Ah.
I don't like this.
Oh no.
This is way too loosey-goosey. It's not it. Didn't get it. Can't imagine how I couldn't have figured that out.
Yeah, there's probably something somewhere that tells us a thing, huh?
Okay, well, let's off to find another puzzle. Another thing to do
Yeah.
in this brave new world called Myst 3 Exile. X for excited.
I'm so excited. Do I hear coelacanths?
Oh, look at us, we're skipping on the stones. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I can climb up. Whew, that's a steep little climb we
I
just did.
hear some sort of animal. I feel like.
That's the soundtrack. You're talking about the like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the soundtrack. I know this because I've listened to the soundtrack many times.
Weird. Are you
On
not gonna try spinning the thing?
CD-ROM.
See what you can see through the little thingy?
Well, I feel like we gotta get to the first one first.
Well, we were already at the first one, I thought.
I guess
They're all different colors. Did you realize that?
Yeah, on top.
Yes.
Yeah, this one is pink.
Nope.
I'm just kidding. It's orange. It's orange, right?
It's yellow.
Close enough.
What's that green thing?
That?
There. There's like a green
That?
right there.
I think that's like part of this
Part
tusk.
of the building. Tusk. Is this whole thing like a giant coelacanth? It's an island on the back of a giant, or like Dr. Dolittle?
It's coelacanths all the way down.
That sounds like a band name.
Coelacanths all the way down.
Yeah. Oh, you really only can go all the way down. Looks like there's a bridge that we need to extend.
What the heck?
We're inside.
Oh, we're listening.
I'm not good at listening puzzles.
That's why we turned on the subtitles.
Yeah.
I feel like this was a tutorial. That's just a light.
A door. There's a door in the middle of the wall.
There were 3 sounds. It was water, wind, and
Bridge Creek.
bridge.
Why didn't you go all the way down?
All the way down.
Didn't you see the other?
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. We can go into his basement. I'm gonna sneak into the basement. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da.
Dun, dun.
Then we snuck into the basement.
To the basement.
He was struck down.
Inside the basement.
We're coming for you. We're coming for you, bad man.
Ah!
These are some close quarters.
Like Arboretum. What is...
Already open. Goes the other way. Oh, can we not go up? It doesn't go up. It's just a little basement.
Can you not? Where? Stop!
It was just a little basement pass-through thing.
Can you please go back in?
Back in there?
Yes, because there's obviously somewhere to go in there.
Okay. I just got a little claustrophobic.
I don't care. Go that way.
This way. Oh, look. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Good call, babe.
Yeah.
I thought for a minute this was going to be one of the eyeball things.
Yeah. I may have thought that. But there's stairs over there.
That's where we came in.
Is that? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
What have you been keeping in your sneaky basement, sneaky man? Okay, that's creepy. Why does everyone have such creepy toys? Oh, we found... Ho ho ho! How long is this book?
Okay.
You want to read it?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to let you do the honors.
Okay.
I'll head back to the beginning.
I've done it. I've used his swirling linking book to follow him. I touched my palm to its glowing panel and felt the tingle begin. There was a sudden, sickening lurch inside my stomach, then I fell into the page. This has happened before, I know it. It happened the first time I came to this place, when I followed his murdering sons from Narayan. It happened when I used his hidden books, and it happened when I finally opened the machine, right before the fog ate my mind.
Ugh.
The fog didn't find me this time. When I opened my eyes, I was alone in a room. I was standing in the home of my betrayers. I couldn't move. I was afraid. I thought they'd know that I had come and would be waiting for me, just like they had waited inside this very tusk. I was afraid they would tie me up again, that the poison snakes would strike. But the silence was unbroken. The whole house was still, and without really knowing what I did, I started to search. Every room, every floor, every cabinet. I found his journals. How do you say it? Atris. I was like, I know that's not right. Atris, never-ending journals. I found the book that brought me back to this world. The lesson world he called... Nami... Einamen? Jinim? Don't know.
I think we should just call it Jammin'.
Jammin'?
It's obviously
Oh,
not it.
Tamra, my love. How long have I been trapped here? How much of my life has been eaten by the fog? The face I see in the lagoon isn't one I remember ever wearing. It's so much older, so much more savage. But it is me. It is Sevedro. I remember what they did, how they led my people to death. I've returned several times now to Tamana. I am searching for some sign of his sons. I was certain they would run back to their father, but so much time has passed, so many years in which to forget about my people. Is that what happened, Atris? Safe in your beautiful new home, enjoying life with your dear wife and family? Did you become so busy envisioning new worlds that you forgot the ones you already created? I must be very careful. I must not let them know that I am free. I will read what journals I can to figure out where his two sons are hiding. And when I found the sons again, when I've got the whole family together, I'll bring them down. Atreus and his family will suffer the way I have suffered for years. Cirrus and Akinar are not in Tamana. Every day I become more and more convinced Atreus' sons are not there. What happened, Atreus? Did you grow tired of them? The way you tired of Naranya? I don't know. These are weird words.
Narayan.
Okay. Did you abandon them the way you abandoned my people behind your shield? It does not matter. I can still take revenge against their father. Now that I am no longer stuck in Jamin, I can avenge all the dead in my world. I have already reopened the other books. I have begun making changes in those worlds, using his lessons against him. There is still so much work to be done. Yet eventually I will lure him into this tusk. I will find some way to make him follow me here from Tamana. For now, I will concentrate on the orbiter. It is not a natural part of this world. The material that created it is like nothing I've ever seen. It reminds me just a little of the shield, and if it is the same material, it can't be damaged. But perhaps I can damage the other devices. No, it cannot be true. Surely his journals deceive me. He says he brought them back. He says he's given his Denny brethren new life. But how? How can one man have so much power? How can one man's writings reawaken a dead world? I don't know what this means. By all that is sacred to Timra, what can it mean? It doesn't change a thing. I can still continue as I planned. I can still seek revenge for my people. I will make my enemies suffer. By the weaving Timra, this changes everything. I have found a way to reprogram his scanning device. It requires scavenging parts from other mechanisms in the tusk, but I think the gears I leave can still be operated by a hand. It is finished. All is ready for Atreus' arrival. Tonight I will sleep among the ghosts. Then tomorrow I will link into Tamana. When I link out, I'll be carrying his book. May the spirits of my people serve to guide me in this. The end.
So Tamana is where we start.
Yes. Catherine and legs tied baby.
And we were supposed to learn something about the numbers from the journal. Oh.
Why does that look oddly like the Mona Lisa?
It kind of does, yeah. Fly buzzing around. Where is it?
Oh. Is that alive?
Uh-huh. Get in there, Fly. Get in there. Get in there, Fly. Yeah. We did it. Alright. Four white rocks
Those are green.
1 black rock. These are green?
Yes.
You're just kidding. You're just
No, I'm
fooling with me.
not. They're like a teal green.
Is it green?
That's green, yeah.
So. Okay. Oh boy. Is this wood?
It looks like wood.
4 wood equals 1 green.
Uh-huh.
1 green equals. Where's our journal?
I don't know, you did something.
Oh boy. We're getting into it now, folks.
Gotta write down all the things.
Let's bust out the journal.
Woohoo!
Alright. Talking about balls. We got 1 black ball. 1 black ball equals 4 green. 4 green. Crystal balls equals 4 wood balls.
Yes.
Okay. There we go. Just a little bit of detective work.
I think you go behind it. Keep going.
It's got a mailbox. Maybe I didn't want to do that just yet. What? I made a mistake! Hey, what's down there? Oh, shoopy doopy. Here's the puzzles from the book.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
They all had to go the same way. I do remember that.
I want to zoom in. It's so far away. Okay.
It's really far away.
What? Good grief. Okay. Oh, I can. Oh. Alright. First up. Yeah. Yeah, there's the one. Oh. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, 2 are going the same way and 1 is twisted.
Screw in, screw out, screw out. Okay. Get me out of here. Alright. Okay, screw in. Screw out. Screw out. Okay. Next. Alright, it's 1, 2, 3, 0, 3, 2, 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one is, you've got to have it in the, yeah, in the gimpy one.
In the gimpy one. In the Gimpy.
See?
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is... This is on the track. Alright. I think we got it. Come on back. We're ready for you. It's the most complicated elevator. Ah. Oh. 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 We ready?
I guess so.
Hello, bad guy. Where are you going now? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. He's clever.
More bug looking, but not bugs.
Yeah, why does everything look like a bug? Oh, see? It's easy. You just push the button, and then it opens. Oh, is this... Whoa.
Oh.
My sons, I promise to teach you the secrets of my ages. This world is the first step on your journey. Search the island, and you'll find 3 linking books. Each connects to an age in which you must be born.
Hello, Atris. Been a long time. Sorry I'm not there to greet you in person, but I just didn't think it would be wise, considering how long I've been stuck here. Trapped in these lesson ages by 2 very greedy little boys. Your sons, Atris.
They weren't so little.
Cirrus and Achenar. Of course, they're not so little anymore, not so innocent.
He's on to you.
Yeah.
I thought a lot about innocence these last few years and what happens when it gets lost. Worried about relation? I have it. Worried about friends, relatives, people you can't get back. I know just how you feel. But if you want to do something about it, you're gonna have to open this device. And there's just one problem. I've changed the 3 symbols that do that. So if you want to reclaim relation, you're gonna have to take your own class.
Oh, he is evil.
Yeah.
Find the 3 symbols, Atris. And don't keep me waiting forever.
So this guy got trapped here
Yes.
in Myst School
Yes.
by Cirrus and Achenar.
Yes.
And there's 3 symbols that open this pod. Now, we... Oh. Oh, look at this.
I think it. Oh. Stop.
Oh, sweet mercy. Do you see anything?
So, yeah. Okay, no, but stop. If we, wherever, stop!
I'm just trying to focus it.
Wherever we're trying to go,
The coordinates that were on
yes.
the thingy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're trying to go.
Alright, well, good grief. Are the others the same? What are we looking at?
They've
here?
each got symbols in the middle of them. So my guess is you have to find the symbol and then come back and put that thing on the symbol.
Put the symbol on the spot.
That's my guess.
Okay, well,
Maybe look and see what the third symbol is so we know what we're looking for.
it's like a
Leaf thing.
Swiss Army knife leaf.
Yeah. Okay. We have a leaf, the Green Lantern symbol, and a bird.
A burb. Yeah, it did look like a Green Lantern symbol, huh? So I thought that this would exit to the place he was before,
I don't know.
but it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
There we go, all the way back down there. Alright, well, let's go outside. Let's go outside, get a little bit of fresh air, and I think call it.
Okay. It's a good start.
What?
It's a good start.
It was a good start, yeah. We know we've got to take Myst 101, 102, and 103 to learn the
All the
symbols.
things.
The Burb, the Green Lantern, and the Swiss Army Shrimp.
Aren't you so glad that we went into this building that you were just going to ignore?
Yeah. Listen, we're a team, and you're the most valuable part of the team. This has been proven again and again. Ocean Wind.
What?
The subtitle popped up very briefly. Ocean Wind. Whistling Rock.
Okay, stop. It hurts. Stop. Move. So it stops.
Oh, the sound. Do you have your hearing aid in? No, it's in there.
No, it's been a long day, so I'm more sensitive to it, I think. Oh.
The stairs diverge. Oh, now this is this the start of it? Is this the first light thingy?
Why don't you look in it?
I can't.
Other side.
I can't. Why isn't it letting me go over there? Oh no. Alright, so that seems like one of the ages, maybe.
Okay, we're outside. Stop spinning. We're done. Turn it off.
There's a didgeridoo. Is this like an ashtray?
Yeah, that's what it is.
This must be how we get to the ages. Oh, it's working. It's work. Hey, we turned it on.
Okay, now go to the other.
I thought you wanted to be done.
I did. Spin that one. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not have to spin until the dark one is pointing towards you? No? Oh, there it goes.
Shooting over there, but can we... I feel like it needs to go over there, maybe.
No. Well, I mean, you can try it.
No.
Yep, there you go. Green.
Alright, so what's the colors?
Yellow. I can't see that one from there. That one's blue. That one's yellow. You're looking for the green.
Yellow, blue, green. Wait a second.
It's not one.
This is the final one.
Yes.
This is what we gotta illuminate. Oh, I guess it's over here. That's where I was shooting it. Okay, I went the wrong way. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Stop, please.
Oh, we gotta go back through the pit of despair. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna turn my headphones.
We made it.
Green first.
Screen?
Yes. There you go.
Right in my eye socket.
Red.
Alright, let me write this down. Yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Green.
Mm-hmm.
Red. How many colors there are? That was the red one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. No, that's the wrong way.
There's yellow.
Back to yellow? We've had
I mean,
yellow.
turn it the other way and see if...
No, there was nothing out there. Let's go. Back to yellow. No, that's a rock. Purple?
Purple.
Are you sure they're both yellow?
Nope.
Looks like amber.
Fine.
I'm the colorblind one. Oh, right in my eye.
Red.
Maybe they do repeat. Back down, hopping on the stones. See, not Ryan. Da, 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 da. What? This isn't where I wanted to go. Oh, yeah, that's where the elevator comes up. So, the elevator... Frustrating. Here we go. We did
There
it.
you go. You got it.
We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Ooh.
Ooh.
Alright, so which is which?
That's our. What is what?
These color are these the same color?
It's. Oh. It's yellow, orange, pink, purple, blue, green.
Alright, so yellow, blue, green, red, yellow, purple, red. I'm glad we wrote them down.
Yeah, same.
Kind of a silly puzzle, but... Okay. This is unhelpful. So maybe we do need to use the little viewer thing to figure out where it goes, and then put the coordinates in here, and then push it, and then a book will come up.
Maybe. I don't know. I think this is a problem for future us to solve.
A problem for future us. Well, how do we know which one it is? Is this Green Lantern? Is this Burb? Is this Cocktail Shrimp? That's the book, isn't it? That's the book right there. Alright. Good job, Buzz.
Good job, us.
Let's save the game.
Save it, save it.
Inanin. Yanin?
Nanin? Nanin?
Nani?
Nanin? I don't know. Oh,
All right.
bye.
Thanks for playing Myst with us, everybody. We're back.
Thank you. We're back. We're
Back at them
to
puzzler
Mystery
games.
Exile.
The X is for extra.
Yeah, because we're extra.
Yeah. That's us. That's what people say.
Just click the button.
They see me
We're
walking,
done.
they're like, they extra.
Yeah, that's it.